we know a number of people who continue to crush it as online and retail arbitrage sellers. In fact, if you're familiar with the group that we help co-managers called the Amazon Seller Tribe, there are over 130 members in that group that sell $1 million a year and many more than that, just doing online and retail arbitrage. So reselling has been around forever. We think it's going to continue to be around because if you've ever taken a business class in college, right, business is really about buying low and selling high. And there's market inequalities and there's arbitrage opportunities. So it was a long intro to say, yes, I'm back now in some of these stores that I started in 9 years ago with my scanning app. And it's exciting because my son, who's a senior in high school, he does all online school. So he's free during the day. He's basically almost like a college schedule. And so now he's learning the business and he's able to go with me to these stores. So it's been really cool going with him and teaching him the Amazon ecosystem on how to scan, how to find profitable products. And the cool thing about having him, because he's newer to the business, is having a fresh set of eyes. Sometimes in business, right? Because in life, when you've done something for a long time, you can become jaded or you can become closed off, I think, to potential new opportunities. And so having a fresh set of eyes or somebody new has been really good because he'll scan things that I necessarily won't scan. So we were in this store just the other day and I could see him and I was at the one end of the aisle, he was at the other, and he walked right in front of this product. And I'm thinking in my head, man, what a waste of time. Like AJ, don't even scan that. And so, I didn't say anything though. So he scanned it and he said, Dad, come take a look. And sure enough, this was a product that you could purchase for 25 cents. That's how much we paid for it at the store. And it was selling on Amazon for between $17 and $20 per unit. So imagine the ROI on that. I don't have a calculator there, but it's extreme. And so we went ahead, we bought 24 units, right, as a test, and we listed them on Amazon and they almost sold immediately. So that's just, it was a new, again, realization to me that always keep your eyes open. And there may be opportunities out there that you personally have never experienced, but that doesn't mean they're not there.
Yeah. And so, how much time did that take you to get those units, right? You're talking about a couple minutes of scanning and a couple minutes to add them to your cart at that point for, like you said, an ROI that's in the hundreds of percents, even after fees, I'm sure, in that. So, what's that like? I'm just curious now, scanning with AJ, him doing that, does that get him excited? Is he kind of in this, does it mean anything to him? I'm trying to think back to my original arbitrage days. That's been 7 years now. And it's definitely, I feel like you have to either have that kind of thrill the hunt mentality where you like to it's like a game. Does he got that, or he's still kind of figuring out what's he doing scanning in the store? What's that like right now?
Yeah. So you imagine he's a senior in high school, right? And so you really, I don't think, begin to ponder man, what am I going to do with my life till you hit that graduation stage, right? Your senior year. Most folks either go to college, they'll go to the military, or they'll go into workplace full time. And so he's kind of in that stage, right? He's still trying to formulate what I'm going to do. And so it's been exciting for me as a business owner, as an entrepreneur, scanning with him and then showing him the profit, because I want him to be able to see that there are other options out there than what, our culture tells you, which again, they mainly push the three, go to college, go to the military, or get a job, right? But I want him to know that there's a fourth option. Look, you can become a business owner. And so even in that scanning opportunity, what I'm trying to teach him is look, AJ, I want you to be able to look at your time, the amount of money, right, that you just made there. And then imagine if you're doing this full time, how, potentially if you ever want to go off on your own someday, the ROI on your time and the money that you can make is really infinite when you're a business owner and you really figure out a good business. So that's been cool being able to teach them that.
I love that. I one of my biggest kind of frustrations is growing up, I felt like I was never really told that being an entrepreneur, having your own business was really even an opportunity. And unfortunately, I didn't read enough biographies and other things that kind of led me down that path. Thankfully, I still got there early enough, just because we talk about this all the time, the Amazon opportunity, and you shared that with me, and I kind of stumbled onto it at still a young age, at 21 or so I was. But this was after I'd still gone through all the school, gone through all this training, certification, and I felt even though in hindsight I was still so young, but I felt like at 21 I was locked into this career path that I had to do in the financial services world. And so I really like that you have, whether AJ decides it's for him or not, it sounds like that's going to be, totally up to him, obviously, but just sharing that with other people, getting that message out there. One, I think with YouTube and everything else kind of going on, as far as like internet media, it's way easier to find these now for younger people, which is great. But just having you as a mentor there for him personally, really like that. And just a family type of, what do you call it, a family business, or just being able to kind of work together as a family. It's good. It teaches you really good principles and just stuff that you can't really learn by going to school, right?
Yeah, absolutely. And then, from a nuts and bolts Amazon business, it's exciting to be able to have someone, again, that can kind of stretch me, even though I've been this in 9 years. You really have to keep an open mindset, that you can learn something new every day.